What's going on, YouTubers, gamers and hobbyists? Welcome to this episode of On the Bench Repeat, the series you put on in the background as you hobby or paint along with me and I talk to you about stuff. I'm excited. It's been a few weeks since I've done an On the Bench. I know you haven't noticed any difference because of scheduling and things, but you've been catching up, but that's okay. I've still got loads ahead yet, but I just want to do one. I enjoy these videos. I've had a great day. I have managed to film the first episode of my solo RPG campaign, and who knows, by the time you see this it might be sort of coming out, or it might be out already. I don't know, because I'm trying to do it well in advance, as you know. Anyway, grab your glues, brushes, models, paints, whatever else you need for your hobby. I've got this hat on, not trying to look weird or whatever. It's just a bit chilly. Actually, it's heating up a bit now because the insulation. It's not heater weather just yet. But let's get to the bench and see what we've got going on. I'm excited. Let's go. Okay, welcome to the mess that is my bench. I've had a great day so far. I took the plunge. I filmed the first episode of my new campaign solo RPG for Middle-earth. Very excited about that. Yes, it's a little nerve-wracking, a little nervous because I've just not done that sort of thing before. It's different. It's totally different to being around the table with a group of people and that. And it's so much harder than I envisaged. Anyways, enough of all that. Oh, I've got a new character brush. That's good. So I don't know what I'm going to be doing this episode. Picked up a new paint. Iron Warriors. It reminds. I wanted to see if it was how much different it was to Corax Black. Corvus Black. Corax. I always keep saying it. Not a huge difference. I would say it's akin to Rhinox Hide and Dryad Bark. The difference between the two. Really not much in it. Anyway, I'm putting Iron Warriors in with the blacks. Right. As you know, it's roleplay time. And, I think, my Barrow White, or my white. He's a white warden, I think. Anyway, he's a white. He's done. He's around to go. I still want a couple of things I want to do on this elf guy here. But goblins. This is the kind of thing that on the bench is really good for. You see, batches like this. Now I'm going to zoom in a bit. There we go. Pop my glasses on. I've got some tiles too, but I'll do that in a different video. I want to get these goblins up to scratch. I've also got this Age of Sigmar chappy to do. Here we go. And I want to do him because he's kind of I'm thinking of using him in my RPG as a possible villain. Not necessarily the evil that stalks the land, but like a servant of evil. Anyways, let's crack on with these goblins. So what have we got here now? So their skin, that's pretty good. Oh, is that the rain? It's sunny and rainy here, so a mixed bag. Let's have beast hide. Beast hide for their boots, I think. Give this a shake. It's pea-free paint, so I should be able to use it just with the dampness of the brush from the pot. Give that a nice shake, get some paper towel down, and yeah, so I've had a great day. This is my first day off, first day of 3. Ordinarily I would have been home by now anyway, but I would have been too tired to do this. I would. I know, because I've tried, and I just can't. I'm not the young man I once was. Give me a break. I'm still gonna pop some of this on my palette. Actually, I might water it down a bit more with some drop of retarder. Actually, I think 1 drop of retarder. Damp the brush ever so slightly. We are now good to go. But before we do, I'm going to wash the brush out. I got things to do, and it is the same really from the last On the Bench. It is a continuation because just because I haven't done it for a few weeks, I haven't done this for a few weeks. And what have I been talking about? Well, the solo RPG campaign. I'm just deciding on a brush. I think I'll use this one actually. This Royal Tacklin. It's a good brush. Not as in it's top quality or anything, but it seems to work quite well. Right, so I'll do the tops of the boots to, the fur and everything. I'm just going to Agrex Earth Shade after, and that'll be job done. These guys don't need to be super detailed. They're just a representation of a larger force that is at play in Middle Earth. And yeah, so as I say, my first episode is I was a bit nervous, I'll be honest. Sometimes you can overplan things, can't you? I think I suffered a little bit with that on this. I just got to thinking, well, I'll be planning it next year at this rate, so let's just do it. The work I'm doing for preparation, like stuff I'm doing now, I mean, these guys are going to get used. And I think with solo, when you're doing a kind of a mixed system, like I'm using Mythic and the Middle Earth role-playing game as a system, I think it's easy to fear the randomness, and I seem to recall even Trevor Duval from Me, Myself and Die had a kind of nervousness about it. And I suspect he'd probably be more nervous for his new second season, because he's got a lot to live up to now, because his first season's over, and it went so well and swimmingly. And I can't wait, because he's got, I think the episode 1 is out for season 2. I can't wait to watch it. It's going to be fantastic. I don't know if that's something I can do this afternoon or what. I'm not sure. This afternoon. That sounds nice, being at my leisure. Nice having some 3 days off. I've got my holiday approved. Yeah, I've put in for some holiday for November. It's going to be good. It's my wife's birthday and our wedding anniversary. So I'm super duper uber looking forward to that. Before that though, of course, my daughter's birthday. Oh, remember me telling you she had a new boyfriend? Well, that's all over now. They split up. Musical differences, you know. How it happens. But, you know, these things happen. But, yeah. What was I going to say? Yeah, my daughter's birthday, that's it. So, try and come up with something to remember. Yeah, it's important. It's a landmark birthday, so then it's my wife's birthday and our anniversary, as you know, on the same day. And then my birthday, which will be in March. For me, that will mark a year since the world ended. Yes, it will. But hey ho, the sun has come out now, which is nice. Tell you what though, apart from financial worries, I had a great summer. You know, it's if only I was rich enough to work for myself. At my leisure, I mean, you know, that would be nice. If you relax more, get a nice villa. Although I won't be able to go there at the moment, but get a nice villa lined up for when, you know, I can go over and stay in it. Yeah, that'd be nice. Or no, I'll tell you what, we'll just get a nice villa-esque type property here by the sea, and we'll bring the holiday to us, sort of thing. Yeah. Mountain will move to Muhammad. Yeah, we'll do that. That's what we'll do. Anyways, yeah, birthdays. Oh my goodness. I'm not counting mine anymore. I'm not. Hey, I feel fortunate to have made it this far. I mean, not everybody does, do they? So, you know, that's a really good thing. Oh, my wife is learning holistic medicine, including reflexology. So, she's learning all about that, which is cool. Yeah. I think I'm looking forward to next summer. I know, I don't want to wish time away, but I'm looking forward to next summer now. And autumn, winter. I don't mind autumn so much. I suppose summer, autumn and spring, I probably like about the same. I don't know. What seasons do you like best? It depends on where you live, doesn't it? What part of the world? If you live in a really hot country, I guess summer isn't that much fun, but or a really cold country, you know. You're maybe not a fan of autumn. I don't know. I like fall. You know, it's a very picturesque season, I think. Seeing all the leaves on the ground of different colours. Like when you're walking the dog through the trees and that, and it just looks beautiful, like so picturesque. And anyway, I don't know how we got there. From a villa or a villa-esque type building next to the sea or near the sea. Yeah, it'd be nice to have a nice building near the sea with grand garden. And yeah, I don't know. Dogs can run around. It's fantastic. That would be absolutely fantastic. I think I'm pretty pleased with the way the boots are coming out. That's good. This is exactly the type of thing On the Bench is made for. Doing this kind of work, as you can see, I'm doing their boots. It's not, most exciting, but you get job done. Doing the video, chatting away. If it's you're just listening to me prattle on about a load of crap. I asked a question back along. Does anybody know the difference between original mushy peas and chip shop style mushy peas? No one can give me a definitive answer. So I'm tempted, and I said this on. I think I was replying to Nick from Idic Beer 40k, and I think I said I'm tempted to do a side-by-side comparison. Buy a tin of each. I might do that just for kicks and giggles. Yeah, I might do that. That'll be good. Don't know how I'd incorporate it into a video for Mini Warzone. I've got an idea though. I could do it for my other channel, my personal channel, if I can remember the login. Gee, it's been so long, I don't know. But at the moment I'm thinking I can maybe do it for my other channel and just put a link to it in another video, just mention it offhand, then, couldn't I? Casually. Yeah, that could be a thing. This, I say it many times, but this is so beautifully relaxing doing this. My dog's barking. I didn't have any posts today, which was unusual. I'm not worried about the dog barking because my wife, Mrs. Mini Warzone, is at home. She's got the week off. And so, if there was anybody at the door, which I know there isn't because they would continue barking, But if there was, I know that she would answer. So, yeah, if I get an on the bench done today, maybe a painting with patrons as well, I'd like that. You see, I've already got the subject matter for painting with patrons. Those tiles I showed you earlier. Paint them in the stone effect, and I don't know what's best with MDF. Whether I seal it or leave it, because the wood is quite absorbent, porous material. So possibly I wouldn't need to seal it. I don't know though. I got them in case in the campaign we ended up going somewhere in like some underground caverns or something like that, or the mines of Moria or something like that. Somewhere like the caves of the trolls and things. Just any cave like environment, really. I don't know if I've got enough tiles there as is, but I would definitely have enough if I had another set as well. You can get different sets for it too. But yeah, I mean, I've got some like floor plans and maps type things. There's a lot of them are black and white, but if I could recreate them like in a 3D environment using those tiles, that would be good. See, what I've got to do is I mean, ordinarily I wouldn't bother, but because I'm filming it might add, the extra visual element, probably will add something to it, hopefully. Anyway, I was saying I was nervous doing the first episode, like I'm sure Trevor Duval is with his second season, because he's got a lot to live up to. And I put that teaser out for the Lord of the Rings, not the Lord of the Rings, the Middle Earth role-playing. I keep saying Lord of the Rings campaign, which kind of made me think, well, I've got to do it now. Otherwise, I'm going to look an idiot. 2, 3, 4, 5. Right, okay. Yeah, it went better than I thought it was going to go, though. The time just flies by, which is it's kind of good in a way, because it kind of helps you out with the episode, because your episode's only going to be between 35, 45 minutes. You know it's going to be between that. So that is good in a way, because it's not like you got to do an hour every time or something like that. Although you are spending more than that probably, with the preparation, setting up your camera, lighting, and getting yourself sorted on the tabletop, putting any scenery up, taking any down, that kind of thing is probably going to add more time. But as far as the actual narration goes, yeah, that's it's good to cut that down from the time. See, that's the one advantage of it. If you were playing the role-playing game in a group, sat around a table, you'd be going on for hours, wouldn't you? Whereas here with this, and how Mythic is broken down into scenes. I do like that. I like that for any game, really. Even the coda system that the Middle Earth role playing game uses kind of talks about scenes and visualize the scene and set the scene and that kind of thing. So it's kind of, I think it's quite a good companion for the Mythic Game Master emulator. I think so. Right. Looks like I'll be needing to refresh my palette soon. I'll do it after this fellow. After this fellow is done. Nearly there. What did I say it was called? Beast Hide? I can't remember now. It's not Blood Tracker Brown, I know that's a darker brown. Much darker. Oh, we're nearly out completely here. I'll have to do some tutorials in the near future, I think. I've certainly got enough models to do it on. I've got all the Age of Sigmar stuff, which I'm going to be using for role playing. I think I've decided not the game Age of Sigmar itself, but in a role playing capacity. Yes, it's called Beast Hide. I'm going to get some more. Get some more paint out. Once again, I'll take my trusty retarder, one drop, edge of the brush in water, and my palette is nice and full again. Right. There's only 6 more to go anyway, so yeah, we'll do this. No problem. No problem, Bob. It is getting chilly now. What time have we got here? Oh, halfway through. That's alright, halfway through. My wife's popping out. She's going down her mum's and to pick up our daughter, who will be there having a tea, who will have finished her work. So let's just come home together. I think we're going to have burgers tonight or something like that. We've got burger buns at home. Oh, I haven't had a burger for a while, so that'd be nice. Yeah. Wow. It took a bit longer to do that one for some reason, I don't know why. But goblins, they're like the smallest of the orcs, aren't they? I don't mind using Games Workshop models for these. I got these off of eBay. They were pre-primed, and a couple of them were painted. And I don't know if I can be bothered to strip the two that were painted. I'll just paint over. Don't want to paint over them per se, but just finish them off, as it were. They're quite endearing, you know. There's a paint. Like, you look at you. Ah, it's nice. Reminds me of my youth. So recently, I've discovered at the time of recording. I always must say, more to do than I thought. At the time of recording, I've had a couple of new viewers, people who are new to the channel. Welcome aboard. You've probably been, you know the score by now and how things work around here. I have my fingers into all sorts of pies. Not literally, of course. But here at Mini Warzone, we do a bit of everything, but this takes us a little bit longer to get there. We're like the, you know, compared to other channels, we're like the tortoise and the hare, really. We're the tortoise. It's going to take us a while, but we'll get there in the end, and we might even win. Who knows? Who knows? Got to be in things for the long game. That's the way I see it. This is good, and the boots is a good chance to paint over any glue remnants that are there left behind as well. Yeah. So this will be another stage done. I've also got the blue wizards on my desk, as you know from last time. Obviously they've had a few weeks to dry off, so they should be dry by now. But anyway, we'll carry on with them. But yeah, going back to the filming of episode 1 of season 1 of my Middle-earth solo RPG campaign, going back to that, I am dead chuffed with what I have managed to film. First scene's always difficult anyway, because, you know, I wasn't brave enough to use Mythic to set the first scene. I wanted to start off at least partially in control there, so putting myself in the Shire, I knew I was in a fairly safe environment, you know what I mean? Not much going to happen there. And so I did have a bit of trouble with the voices, though. You know, kept losing their accents and getting in different ones. I don't know, it's hilarious, really. You got to remember, it's all in the name of good fun. If you're not having fun when you do it, then why do it? I think that applies to anything, doesn't it? Not having fun, why do it? I've had that mentality right from when I was in a band. My first band. Second band, sorry. Not having fun. So I'm walking. Seems like an eternity ago now I was in the band. That particular band. I still feel like I'm part of Rorke's Drift even though we haven't done anything for over a year. Still consider myself. Yeah, I'm part of Rorke's Drift. That's the name of the duo I'm in. Rorke's Drift. There we go. I wonder if... Hold there. Do you have anything that beast hide could be used for? Maybe the arrows. Hold there, everybody. Actually, if I paint the whole arrows, then I've only got to paint the flights. Then with whatever colour they are going to end up, probably white, just for visual appeal. Part of this bow as well. Yeah, get his bow done. That's nice. You will not see that on camera, I guarantee it, but for me it looks better. Right. What else have we got here? What have we got? What have we got here? Blue Wizard. He's got his staff there. Blue Wizard. Got his staff there. This Age of Sigmar guy. I think we'll paint the bottom part here. Alright, there we go. Just in between his hand and the thumb and the top of the thumb. Yeah. Right, so that's that done. Now I'm going to have a look at right, where am I going to go with this? So I'll put a bit of a shade wash on my elf too. Yellow. Got a yellow shade. ink I could use? Cassandora yellow, that might be good. Cassandora yellow. Yeah, it's like an orange. As I recall, it comes out quite well though. It's that one there. Turn around. View. There. Cassandora yellow. I look forward to when I do eventually replace my shades here, and there'll be the bigger pots. You know, like get your non-oiling, because yeah. Oh, got a bear to do as well. That dire bear. Him. He got a few, excuse me, coats on now. Oh, I do beg your pardon. I do yawn a lot. It's my condition. I can't help it. You know that. Just put in the shade wash on his hair. I don't know who this elf is. He's just like an elven ranger. One of Elrond's elven rangers, I think he can be. Elrond, I mean, I don't know. Who knows? If they may meet Elrond in my game, they may not. I don't know. I have no idea, because from next episode it's going to be pretty random. And something I forgot to do in episode 1, you're going to forget stuff, aren't you? Which I meant to do was say, don't forget, I will be using the focus an event table, meaning the focus chart, as of next episode. I didn't do it that episode because I wanted to set the scene and I wanted it to be, you know, that's what I wanted to do. I'm going to use this Marin Brown as a shade, I think. This is an ink. Hopefully. An Agrex shade probably would be better. But I just want to see how this... Oh, if I can open it. No. I'm going to put some of this in here. It's too late I've done it now. Flowade. Now, I'm sure I've got some Flowade somewhere. Well, it's not, I'm sure I've got some. I know I have got some there, but I'm sure I've got some in a dropper bottle. I'm pretty convinced. I think this is Flowade here. I think this is Flowade. I think I decanted some into this little bottle here, so I'm gonna... Well, either way, it's going to thin down the ink. Put 4 drops into it. I think if that doesn't water it down enough, I don't know what will. Right. Might be able to use this brush actually to do the deed. The deed of washing their boots. Which I think, well... Yeah, it's Marin Brown. It's coming out all right. You just got to be aware when you use different inks and washes to what you would normally use, because you don't know the viscosity of it You just don't know how it's going to react. Always test it on your palette. That's my advice. Pleased with that. That looks good to me. Of course, none of these will look brilliant until their bases are done. Fluid. Of course, you can make your own washes with paint and washing up liquid. The easiest way. That's what I would use if I was making them up for terrain. Otherwise, I'll do it this way. Just use some flowy. You get a big bottle for, it's not that dear. That big bottle wasn't really dear. I've had it for several years now. You don't need much flow aid. You just don't. So far I'm doing all this with the same brush here. I don't know if I should be using this brush or what. Watched a few things last night. If we go to bed early, I can, if we watch things straight away, pretty much after eating or after the family's done with their eating, because when I work I tend not to eat much in the evening anyway. Because I don't eat the breakfast, and I know I should, but I don't get up early enough. I don't eat breakfast, so by the time I come home from work I am absolutely starving, so I will eat. Usually I eat and then I'm not hungry for tea time, which is not a good practice to be into, I know, but anyway, did yesterday because I didn't eat when I came home. Well, I say I didn't. I just had like a couple of biscuits just to, like a hard-boiled egg, just to take my hunger away. And I was hungry, and we ended up with those like Kentucky Fried Chicken, but the homemade version you buy in the buckets and that. Oh, that was lovely, beautiful. Anyway, had that early, and oh my goodness, the rain is coming down now. Had that early, which enabled me to watch a couple of things. We ended up watching. What did we end up watching? Star Trek, NCIS, and an episode of It Ain't Half Hot Mum. I do like that. Oh, I've also ordered, because I won on eBay, the complete series of Dad's Army. Yeah, baby. £1.30 for the complete series. Can you believe that? What a bargain. That's a no-brainer. I had to have that. So we got plenty of future watch material. It's a funny day with the weather. It was bright and sunny. Oh my goodness, look. Only one boot's done. What? How could I have let that happen? How bizarre. How bizarre is that? That is just nuts. I wonder if I could get away with just... Yeah, let's look. Just painting it over the white. would have been a better job. Like, you'd never know. Yeah. You live and learn. That struck me as amusing, that was all. Yeah. Very amusing. Plan to the future. I'm hoping in the future, I don't know when, but to do another episode or two on my board games series playlist I got, because I haven't done anything like that for a year or so. I do enjoy that series. Take a board game, perhaps talk a bit about the company, about the game, what the game is, or what it means to me, and what I think of the game. I enjoy those videos. Right. Nearly there with this. I quite like this as a wash. This Marin Brown. Well, it's an ink, but I'm using it as a wash. Yeah. My mum is doing rather well since being home from the hospital. She broke her arm and shoulder. It's still giving her tremendous pain, but she's really well in herself, and she's doing all right. She's very inspiring, I have to say. She's managing to do things for herself. She phoned me today. She was having trouble phoning people on her old. She got a new phone now on her old phone. I don't know if it's playing up or what, but this phone is a bit better. Got bigger numbers for a start. She can see in the room. She's got me on speed dial too, so it's nice and easy. Looks like I might have to have another drop of Marin Brown, because using it up. Oh, someone left my work. Well, they'll be leaving my work today, actually. No, tomorrow. I think tomorrow's their last day. But obviously, I'm not in until they've left, if you see what I mean. So I went in on Wednesday, and I said, Friday's your last day, isn't it? He said, yeah. I said, well, I won't see you then, because he was going, obviously. I won't see you again. So, been a pleasure working with you. And, such an optimistic guy as well, this person. I am going to miss his optimism, and his laughter, and joviality, his jovial nature. There's not enough of that in the world. But he's going to Parcel Force. So I said, "Oh, you're part of Royal Mail. You'll have a good time there," because he's, in my opinion, remarkably suited for that type of job and environment. More importantly, I'll just be one of the lads, and you'll have a great time. I envy you. 'Cause he's got his health and his fitness and that. He'll be fine. He'll be absolutely fine. Of course, more money as well. So he's going to be raking it in. If only I had the health. Because I had the job of postman. Going back into Royal Mail, I had the job. I didn't have the physical ability. I don't know if I'll ever be able to let that go. That the feeling of disappointment, I was just so gutted. So I finally got my dream job. For me, it was. Finally got my dream job. Only to have it pulled from under me by my health. That's the reason why I was medically retired, I suppose. There's a reason behind it, it's a cracking job. Good money. Oh, I was in hog's heaven. But sadly, it wasn't meant to be. I don't know, it sticks, it grates with me. Doesn't sit well for me. Hang on. Okay, so I'm gonna leave it there. Thank you for watching. Remember, all brushes lead to war, and I will see you on another video. Bye for now. Bye bye.